Hey guys, welcome back to Harry Howard Talks here at FocusTV Network. I am Harry Howard, but the most important person is Ethan Paisley.
Hello.
He's an award-winning filmmaker, and he's only 18 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, already? You're already doing it, man.
Yeah, you know, just out here. I'd like to think I'm doing something.
I think you're doing a lot of things.
Well, that's good too.
You've been to Cannes Film Festival?
Correct.
Singapore?
I didn't go to Singapore.
You didn't go, but your film was.
Yes, it was at Singapore, and I've been meaning to go to Asia for a while. I really want to check out Hong Kong Film Art.
Nice.
Next year.
Mill Valley Film Festival.
That's where I'm from. So Bay Area shout out.
Yeah, that was a really meaningful film, Indelible.
Correct.
About post-traumatic stress disorder for a veteran.
Yeah, I think we're coming up on a year since that was completed, so that's really exciting. It was a really worthwhile learning experience. So, yeah.
Wow,
great.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And then you also you did .453.
Yes, which people always have
at Cannes, 70th Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, it was. It was at the Marché du Film, and it acquired 4 distribution deals, so it was able to escalate pretty quickly there. 4
distribution deals.
Yeah, so it's in 4 countries right now.
So it was almost on IMAX, right?
I mean, that would be great if the sales agent could close that one, but no, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was a great learning experience, and the past couple years have been great. It's been, for me, so important to learn from those experiences as a producer and hone the business side of what I love to do.
Wow,
So,
well, SXTV named you Hollywood's next It Boy.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
You're it. You are it. You are the
Oh
it.
God. They're in England, so what do they know? They're not in LA.
Yeah, well, you know, you're up and coming.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so you focus on a lot on mental disorders. Where did that come from? Do you like the realism to it?
Well, I think people always say to write what you know, and I believe the complete opposite. I feel like I come from privilege. I don't find my own stories interesting, so I like to investigate other people's stories and give them a larger platform with the medium of film. So for me, that's been a lot in the realm of mental health. That's something I am familiar with to an extent in my personal life and friends' lives. And from making one film, you learn to make another. So I think just by putting my work out there, I've been exposed to more stories and more inspiration, and that's kind of what's helped me build in the world of social issue filmmaking. So
yeah, and I think people like listening to stuff that is real and not just fantasy or action or blockbuster stuff. I mean, the films that receive the awards are the ones where you talk about real issues that people have.
Right. And it's interesting to juxtapose genres too. You know, in Indelible, what we did is we brought sci-fi to a true story based on a soldier with PTSD. So, you know, through those fantastical elements, you can really communicate something bigger. And I think that's what people respond to, you know, is film meets reality. So
film meets reality. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Film is an imitation. It's a reflection of reality.
Right.
And you also produce commercials at Take 18 Entertainment.
Yes, Take 18 Entertainment. It's been a wild ride. That's kind of where the platform for all these projects has started. So Take 18 Entertainment basically was something I started when I was a freshman in high school after I made my first feature film, which went to Singapore.
Nice.
And that kind of gave me grounding to be able to build and distribute films through that medium. So it's been a really great journey with Take 18, and that's been completely founded and cultivated by young people. So everyone was under 18 when we started it, are still growing up and learning as we go. So
you did the YouTube space.
Yeah, and YouTube was great because it really taught me it was my first introduction to filmmaking. People I always talk to about how did they get into movie making. And for people, it usually starts with like a Steven Spielberg film or something, you know, grand and Oscar-worthy. But for me, it was just finding the internet and finding accessibility in a new medium where I was able to tell a story. So for me, it was always theater. And then when I encountered YouTube, I was like, I can do this on my own. I can make my own play or my own TV show, you know, using my mom's BlackBerry phone. And that's what I started doing. And it's really cool to see how people are really engaged in YouTube now. I mean, I'd love to get back to it, but it's something I did when I was younger. So
Nice, yeah. And at the Young Entertainment Awards, they made you Best Young Director.
yeah, that
How
was really
exciting was
cool.
that?
It was really cool. It was really cool. It was the first year they were doing the Best Young Director category. So apparently I'm the inaugural recipient, which is exciting. And that was a really, really cool experience. It was my first like big red carpet thing. So yeah, it was fun. I took my mom and made some good contacts and saw some friends. It was fun. Yeah, just this year.
Whoa, that must have been, that's huge. I mean, how many people get that opportunity at your age?
Yeah, it's really great, and that's I think another thing just to put out there to people looking to get in to filmmaking at a young age is because it's such an accessible medium now, and we all have iPhones. I mean, there's no reason to not be producing content, to not be engaging with events like that, and building your surface area in the entertainment world because it's there, it's present, it's ready for you. So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
about like experiences like that.
So do you consider yourself to be almost a young prodigy?
Not at all.
Maybe
I'm a mess. I'm literally a mess. My friends and I were driving here and I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing, but I'm a mess on the inside. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I like to think I do. But I think, yeah, it's common these days to have an iPhone and to create opportunities with social media. And that's kind of what I've been subject to. I feel like I'm in an experimental phase. I'm like a test rat in a lab, and like I was given a phone, and I mean, that's really what I attribute like my success, if you call it that, just really to like the day and age I live in. Because in the olden days, people had to wait for big cameras to be available to them or to go to film school, or I mean, it took a lot of different paths, and now you can really do it anyway. Nice.
So do you think you're at the place where you want to be because you chose to make that decision while other people chose to not make the decision? You chose, I'm going to start doing this when I'm super young, and then you just went for it?
Yeah, and I think it was just because I was always telling stories, and that's just what I've grown up doing. I did community theater for years, and that turned into screen acting. And then I realized I didn't like screen acting. I found it to be just too much. So, but I was interested in the behind the scenes. So that's, and then I was able to explore that using what I had available. And I think my parents also just let me be bored a lot. So they let me kind of explore what I wanted to do, and then that led to doing things younger. Yeah.
I'm sure they're proud of you because there's a lot of kids at your age at USC who are just taking their first film class. They're studying
again, but there's so
mise
many
en scene or whatever.
Well, I'm studying mise en scene, but everyone's. There's no one way to do
there isn't.
This game. I mean, and it's a game really. There's a million different paths you can take, and not any one is right or the best way. It's about telling stories, and it's about things that come from your heart and mean something to you. So, to me, that's the most important thing. Is as long as I enjoy what I'm doing, and I enjoy and believe in the stories I'm telling, then it's worth my time. So.
Yeah, well, a lot of your stories, they come from the heart and they come from your soul.
Right.
And we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
And you also worked with James Franco, The Art of Love.
Yeah, the Franco family is amazing. And that was an experience that really, I think, taught me that the story comes first and the spectacle comes second, meaning, it's not about the shot, it's not about the camera, it's not about the flashy stuff, it's about the script and the story. And that's been just a game changer in terms of how I approach writing and producing anything these days. So, yeah.
Man, producing.
I love it. I have to say, I love it.
You're definitely on top of your game. Because you're only 18, so 10 years from now, you for sure will be like Scorsese.
Oh,
on that level, you're on your way though, because they all started when they were really young too.
It's funny though, because I look into the future and I think about what the media marketplace is going to be like in 10 years. Because now people have, I mean, YouTube and Instagram stories, IGTV, like that's a way to get content out there these days. So I feel like the theatrical distribution circuit and maybe my contributions to that as a filmmaker, I don't know how that's going to look in 10 years. I might be producing a YouTube movie in 10 years, and that could be the new way to the Oscars or whatever. I mean, tourism is kind of disappearing in this new age of media. So it's, I mean, not to be a pessimist. I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy with what I'm doing, but I'm like,
You're humble.
Well, the world's changing. You know,
The world is changing.
It's changing rapidly.
It is.
So.
It is changing, but you're one of those millennials that are changing
know.
it. It's your
know.
fault it's changing.
I know it is.
It is. You're the one.
And I am a millennial. Like, I love my phone. I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna pretend I'm something I'm not. So.
Yeah. Do you have to go to meetings, like anonymous meetings, cell phone?
I saw that
Do
somewhere.
you have to
Like,
go to AA, Apple
go to-
Anonymous?
Apple Anonymous. I do need to go to Apple Anonymous.
You do?
Yeah, if you have a hookup to that, like,
Nice.
talk to me about
Do you
it.
freebase text messages?
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Just don't.
Oh my God.
Just don't. You don't want to know what that is.
Oh,
You're too young.
Okay.
We got to keep this material G-rated. I forgot.
right. No.
I know you're
I'm a baby. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, your films sound pretty hardcore, though. I got to say that.
They're not a good time. You don't
don't seem like a
them.
baby in your films. Your filmmaking is. You seem like you're a 40-year-old.
They're gonna make you really uncomfortable. I highly advise
will?
you don't watch them.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll get post-traumatic stress
Yes.
disorder and bipolar disorder after I watch
and
them.
then we'll make a movie about it.
Oh my God! Boom! That's an Oscar right there.
I smell it too.
I do. I
in the
smell
air.
it. I mean, I'll be even happy with a Razzie at this point.
I would love a Razzie.
Wouldn't you?
I'm
At least it's a trophy.
thinking for a
At least
Razzie.
people are watching how bad it is, right?
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah. Why does everybody have to win an Oscar? Razzie's cool
Razzies
too.
are cool too.
I know, right? A film can make $100 million and you can win a Razzie.
I mean, look at Catwoman. Except that should have won an Oscar. Halle Berry should have.
Yeah, she's won enough.
Yeah.
They have room for you though. Best film, best director.
Who knows?
You're gonna be sitting next to Ben Affleck, like this little kid.
Oh man. Who knows what the categories of the Oscars is going to be in 10 years though, right? I mean, look at VR and I mean it's crazy.
Best young filmmaker.
Maybe. I'd love that. It's cool. And there's so much amazing content being produced by young filmmakers. My friends who I'm here with are both filmmakers and they're both amazing and creative, and there's so much I think that is available to the world at that age that is important to get out there. And it's great to see. I mean, Mill Valley Film Festival is a great example of a place that's trying to highlight the efforts of young people and create a category, an awards category for the films they're making. So I think that's really cool. And I'd love to, at some point, start like a foundation for that or do something to help people who, are younger and doing what I'm doing. So.
Yeah, well, it is really inspiring to see somebody at your age who has made all these films, who've gotten into festivals. It just tells you that you don't have to go to film school. You're in film school, but you did this without film school.
Yeah.
You don't have to have connections. You can just choose to make a movie.
Right, which is really exciting. That's what's so exciting about all this.
You don't need a 35mm camera anymore.
Right, exactly.
You need an iPhone 10s though, maybe. Right?
Yeah, maybe the iPhone 10.
Like
that's significantly
iPhone
cheaper.
7, I don't think you would have gotten in with an iPhone 7
No.
to Cannes if you filmed it on that.
You know what? There's a lot of shot on iPhone though happening too, so that's another market.
It's the S though. It's the
happening.
bigger one.
Oh, there you go. That's the catch.
that is.
There's always a catch.
I got an iPhone 8, so I have a chance at least of getting nominated, right?
Yes, precisely. Those are the only qualifications.
Whoa, you millennials, man. I'm like, I'm a millennial too, but I'm older than you.
Am I Gen Z? I was born in 2000.
I know that's. Oh, you're a Gen Z.
Am I?
Whoa, that sounds like a robot from the future.
Well, what do you know?
Whoa, you're a Gen Z filmmaker? Dang.
Let's dig into that one.
You don't even need CGI. You can just create it.
No, I can just, yeah.
You can just snap, and then there's
Just show up and do it.
You don't even need a blue screen or a green screen.
I mean, I don't even know. I think I'm a robot sometimes. It's just the way I do things. I forget, like.
That's good. You
Yeah.
know, the most successful people act like robots. You got to be just going for your thing, like drive. See my eyes? Imagine if I did the whole interview like this.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
It would be terrifying. I'd scare you.
Well, yeah.
I know. I don't know. You're the youngest guest I've ever had on my show.
Oh my God.
You're a product.
I'm actually 100 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You are. Mm-hmm. I knew it.
This is all
you Gen
moisturizer.
Z, you Generation Z people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Made by an iPhone.
Whoa. Are you still getting your pre-med degree too at the same time?
100 years old.
And you're studying it on your iPhone?
Yes.
Siri's teaching you? You're like,
Yeah.
Siri, how do I become a brain surgeon? Is that what you
Well, I mean, I've tried that before. We were all there.
So how many movies have you directed that have gotten into festivals, would you say?
How many movies? I don't even know. I'm working
4
on a
or
lot
5?
right now.
You've done
Yeah, through Take 18, we produced 2 feature films, and then we have a lot of short films, and our commercial work helped us basically get there. But now I'm really focused on episodic content because it seems to be the way the world's moving. So I have some great TV series I'm actually working on.
Whoa.
Yeah, so let's see where those go in the next couple months, but I'm really excited, yeah. And then I have a couple features that I'm working on with my creative partner, Jacqueline Urbina, so shout out. But yeah, so.
Shout out to Jacqueline.
Shout out to Jacqueline, she's the best. She should be right here right now.
I know, she should.
She's my second head, seriously, yeah. So working on, a couple TV pilots and then these features, so yeah.
Features.
But
TV, that's the new endeavor.
TV's the new way, and it's really fun. I mean, I'm getting into lots of TV series right now. It's really exciting to be around. So.
Well, if they had TV festivals, I'm sure you'd get in.
Oh, man.
Cannes Film Festival, they don't have best sitcom yet?
They should.
They should, right?
They might. Who knows?
Yeah, they need a Cannes TV Festival. You'll be right there.
Oh, man.
I believe in you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, but lots of good stuff coming up. And 2018 for me has been a lot about just developing my creative voice, which is partly why I'm in school. It's been nice to kind of slow down and focus on my writing. And then next year, lots of stuff is shooting, and the content's really going to be coming out quickly. So I'm really, really looking forward.
Just releasing endless, you're developing stuff.
Yeah. I've learned so much in the past year.
Can you just admit that you're slightly like a robot?
I think I can admit I am a robot. I thought we already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you thought about playing a droid in the new Star Wars?
I'd love to. You know, I've been told I need to be in a Marvel movie. I don't know why. I look not like that, but I don't know. Maybe acting again. I would love to go back into acting. I haven't.
Right? That's so much fun to pretend to not have to be yourself, right?
God, right?
Isn't it nice?
Isn't it really?
You don't have to think about who you are any longer.
Yeah, no.
I know.
I would love to.
It's just an escapism.
I'd love to be on Big Little Lies. That's my favorite.
Oh, you worked with somebody from Stranger Things.
Really? I've worked with someone with Stranger Things too.
No, you have. I was saying you did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Jackie Dallas, she's awesome. No, yeah, but I love Big Little Lies. That's my favorite. And I don't know when the second season's coming out, but I'm waiting.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a big little truth.
A big little truth.
You might get an audition.
Oh, really?
Just manifest it out there, bro.
Well, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna bring out the producer of it.
I know.
Jean-Marc Vallée.
Yeah, well, I am a producer. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. What can I say?
Let me know the next steps. We'll take them.
Yes.
No, I love that show. Yeah. So lots of great things coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I'm feeling it.
It's all about timing, right?
It's all timing. You got a good attitude. You work really hard.
Thanks. Yeah.
You are. You're doing a great job. Your parents are proud of you.
Well, no, they are.
They
have great
are.
parents. My parents are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're artists too, so it's cool to see them doing their thing as well.
All right. Well, Ethan Paisley, this up-and-coming filmmaker, he's already made it to the festivals. He's already been nominated at the festivals, and he already has many awards, so I don't even know how much he can do. But in 10 years, he'll still be in his 20s, and he'll be rocking it. I can't even imagine where he'll be.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The Oscars will be nothing. There'll be nothing for him.
Oh my God. Yeah. And, okay. So, yeah. And you can check me out social media at Ethan B. Paisley, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, maybe.
He probably has more social media that I don't know about. I'm too old for this.
Vine.
I'm not even
Should I start a Vine?
Yeah,
That's not even in
go.
business anymore.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Harry Howard Talks.